Well, hello, Republicans. I've got some bad news for you. We aren't happy with you. Today, you're supposed to be getting back to work. The shutdown is supposedly over, but then again, the war in Gaza is supposed to be over too, right? There's still bombs going off over there, and there's nothing happening here. You claim to work for the American people. Okay, listen up. This is the American people talking. We aren't happy with you. You guys are nothing but a bunch of coattail cowboys riding along, taking credit for what Trump does, and you don't do anything on your own. All right, you guys just had 40 days off, a break from normal congressional operations. What did you do? Remember when you were a kid and you heard, what did you do with your summer vacation? All right, you guys had 40 days. What the hell did you do? You should be prepared to come back guns blazing with your ducks in a row. All of us have worked in jobs where there were temporary shutdowns for one thing or another. The work doesn't stop. Did yours? When has your work ever really started? That's what we're waiting for. Why is it the Republicans work so much harder when they're in second place than they do when they've got the power? When you guys get the power we gift to you with our votes, you go to sleep. This is why we lose midterm elections when we've got the president. It's not because everybody does. Historically, we can see there are several instances where we're happy with the Congress, we're happy with the president, we reelect. But you Republicans fail us. Trump should not have to be doing everything. Why does he have to sign so many executive orders? It's because your lame asses aren't getting anything done. Trump hit the ground running. No government in the world has ever seen a man land in office with a blaze like this guy lit under Washington. My God, he was everywhere doing everything, and he still is. 10 months later, this guy is a dynamo. I know 20-year-olds that couldn't keep up with what this guy's getting done, but this is why our founders didn't want you people. They did not want career politicians. We don't either. Because the truth is, you guys aren't delivering. We don't want to hear you bragging about how you're fighting for us. We want to hear you coming back, showing us how you're winning for us. That's what is lacking. You're bragging about the wrong damn thing. You're supposed to be fighting. That's your damn job. That's what we hired you for. That's why you won the elections. You promised to fight. Okay, where is it? Why don't you guys ever come through? This is not good. Here's the sad fact. Patriots, responsible citizens in this country do not feel represented right now, and that's because of you guys. You're letting us all down. You're not getting your damn job done. Our founders said that we should hire the best and brightest among us. Instead, we get you guys because that's what the party supports. The parties are failing us because they like you groomed politicians who are lifted through the ranks through the machinations of party strategies all the way up from when you started as a dog catcher or city councilman or whatever you run as first. Some of you just run for Congress for the first time and you win. That's your first political move. And then we can't get rid of you. You don't perform and we can't get rid of you because of the party structure, and the party runs the primaries that we need for dislodging you. Our founders said we needed our best and brightest. They said, look at the difference between you and Trump. That guy knows how to set a schedule and how to get things done. You people do not. Some of you came from businesses. Evidently, you thought you could go to D.C. and just retire. Is that what Washington, D.C. is for you elected politicians? A place to go retire? That's your reward for your success? Oh man, my work life is over. I'm a politician now. When's the next state dinner? That's not what we hire you for. You people are not performing. You're not coming through. You just got back from 40 days. Of course, the government isn't actually open. I'll acknowledge that again. It's not truly open yet until you guys finish your little dance routine with the Democrats. And I still fully expect that there's going to be some Republican problems with that. I hope I'm wrong. I don't know where they're going to come from, but experience tells me there will be Republican problems with that because you guys always have one or two that go against everything and just gum up the works. And God, we're just fighting for you. We got to get a couple Democrats. The only reason you have to get Democrats to go with you sometimes is because you can't get all the Republicans on board. A great reminder of that the other day was when Kennedy, man, I love that guy. He came out and during the shutdown, he wanted to stop the pay for Congress. He says, why should we be getting paid when we're not even open for business? Rand Paul, the great conservative hero, I warned about that guy all along. This isn't the first time. Rand Paul, he calls himself a libertarian. He's just a career politician, dirty damn Republican. We don't need people like that. Rand Paul came out and said, well, we're working hard. We deserve to be paid. No, you don't, because you're not getting the job done. We should have a performance guarantee in the contracts when these guys go into Congress, just like you do if you hire a contractor or an engineer, an outsider. If you hire a specialist, you should get a performance guarantee where here's what you get if everything works, and if you fail, you go down the road with nothing. Instead, they sit around and get pensions and benefits. They shouldn't even have benefits. When you give and employ pensions and benefits, that's because you want to retain them for a career. We do not want to retain you people for careers. You guys voted yourself the pensions and benefits. Of course, it wasn't the Congress that's in there now, but it was Congress in the past. The citizens never said, oh my God, these people are so wonderful. We've got to reward them. Let's give them pensions and benefits and keep them around forever. If you guys didn't have those pensions and benefits, you would get in there and serve for a little bit and go back home. We'd have a whole different class of people applying for that job because we get people like Trump, people that have experience, people that have been successful, and people that are in there for the right reasons. That is the difference. Some of you people were very successful in business. I mean, look at Pelosi. My gosh, she's just an incredibly astute investor. Evidently, she knows how something works, right? Some of you people actually have some skills. I can count on one hand how many good Republicans we actually have in Congress. And that's House and Senate. One hand. The people that are in there dedicated. For example, Comer. He's in there really working, struggling, trying to get to the bottom of these investigations. He isn't getting any help. People will stand with him for the photo op, but where's the real action? Where is the agenda you guys ran on? Why is it the only agenda accomplishments are coming from Trump? You guys will do a few minor things in support of him, but where is your agenda? What are you guys doing about shutting down the Department of Education? What are you guys doing about getting socialism out of our universities, out of our schools? What are you guys doing to control the spread of the cancerous Islam in America? What are you guys doing about anything that really, truly matters? You don't pick and choose what you work on. Too many citizens are at fault for letting you. But you don't get up there and tell us we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Take all the pomp and circumstance. You guys are nothing but federal employees. You were hired. We hired you. It's our job to have the due diligence. Our founders told us to be vigilant. That wasn't just so we could sit down and watch you at your mercy. We were told to be vigilant so we could kick your asses. Right now, consider our boot up your ass. We are watching you. We're sick of it. You've done this to us too many times, over and over and over again. It's the same routine. Beg money. Promise if you get power, you'll get in there, and by God, you're going to work and do the work of the American people. You don't do it. Once you get in there, you just complain you don't have enough power. Or the Democrats did this. The Democrats, that minority party over there, they won't let us do this. You pansies. How come the Democrats can exploit more power when they're out of power than you lame pansies can when you're in power. You don't know how to use your power. I think you do. I don't think that your motivations and your goals are the same as ours. I think you have one agenda, and it's not what you tell us. How do you explain your failure if it isn't incompetence or just being crooked? Tell us. We want to know. Why don't you achieve what you promise? Are you incompetent or are you crooked? You are not delivering. It kind of reminds me, you guys get up there. Well, we're going to fight for you, Speaker Johnson. Yes, we are going to fight for you, and we are going to do the work of the American people. I promise. What a lame. This is pathetic. All the bragging reminds me of the old story about the groom sitting on the edge of the bed on honeymoon night. Just sitting there bragging, telling his bride, they're going to consummate this marriage. And, by golly, this is going to be great, honey. I'm going to do wonderful things. I'm going to do wonderful things. At some point, you got to shut up and get sweaty, okay? All the bragging doesn't matter when everybody's laying there waiting for something to happen, and that's all you guys do. It's time to roll up the sleeves and get to work. Because we all know you didn't come back from that shutdown with a new plan. I would like to know how many donor meetings you missed during this shutdown. There were so many other things. Oh, we can't do this. We can't do that. Could you meet your donors? Las Vegas would not offer odds on that bet because everybody knows damn well you met with every one of them. We are sick of this. Don't tell us you don't have the money yet or you don't have enough power. We just need a few more seats. No, you guys need a little bit of patriotic ambition. This isn't working. Trump should not have to do everything alone. He has no choice, and we all know that when he signs these executive orders, and you guys know this, and that's one of the reasons you have abandoned him to make him sign executive orders, because you know when the next guy gets in with the sweep of a pen or an auto pen or whatever you wussies allow, all of that can be erased. Every executive order that Trump has made that has helped this nation, that has helped him keep promises, you guys made and aren't delivering on, to codify these changes, to make them law. You guys are not delivering. That is your job. That's the only thing you are out there to do, to make sure the rest of government does its job and to serve us by keeping the promises you made that got you elected. Don't you turn your backs on us again now, because you're doing it. And we are sick of it. You are not serving the patriots of this country, and we are sick of it. How would you like a Tea Party to kick your ass out? The last one set up to kick out a bunch of damn Democrats, and we gave you the benefits of that. That was 15 years ago, and you have not delivered. That Tea Party needs to happen again under a different name and a different structure, because you guys aren't going to co-opt it like you did the last time. You guys aren't going to slide in there and get all this power and then blow it. We are tired of it. I am not a young man anymore, and I've been watching you guys do this my whole life. What you're doing is not good enough. For the 4 or 5 of you that are really good, and that doesn't include the Trump administration, man, the cream of the crop is over there. Tulsi, Noem, Hegseth, and Rubio, the greatest Secretary of State this country has ever had. There's some good people over there doing good things. They're working their asses off. That's the difference with you. When they come to the podium, they're telling us what they accomplished. They're not coming up saying, here's what we're going to do. Here, or Speaker Johnson again. Well, we're going to fight for you, and here's what we're going to try to do. Forget that. You come back and tell us what you did. Otherwise, we don't want to hear from you. We want to see. We want to turn on the news. We want to open up the reports, and we want to see what you've accomplished, because your sales pitch isn't what we voted for. We voted for accomplishments. You guys aren't doing it. Trump has to run this show alone, and you guys are setting it up so that we're going to lose the midterms because you're not inspiring action. You are not inspiring people to be behind you. You got in there and you're blowing it again, just like you've been doing for decades. We are not fooled. Get off your dead asses. Get to work. You got an historic chance of a lifetime. Wouldn't you rather go down as a great politician that accomplished something than just a guy who went in there, got rich, and didn't really do anything else? It's not about you. This is about our country. If you don't want to serve the nation, you're in the wrong job. Get the hell out. We're sick of it. We're not letting off. We're watching you. We're comparing you to Trump. If you're not working as hard as him and not accomplishing as much, you shouldn't be there. You've got a leader you can watch. Watch how it's done. That's what you need to do. Because we do not trust your agenda. We do not believe that you have our best interests at heart as a nation, because you haven't shown it. Show us something. The talk's not enough. Americans, we got to keep our boot in their butts. We got to keep the pressure on them. Please share this. Comments. If you've got ideas on how to get these people inspired, how to hold their feet to the fire, by God, send them to us. Leave the comments, because we can discuss them. Maybe this should be the place where we collect them, because there isn't anything like that right now. But we have got to keep the fire under these Republicans. They need to know nobody's fooled by this. We don't have expectations from you. It's left to your own devices. We know that you've got to be clobbered. We're ready to do it. It begins here. There's a lot of us patriots out here that aren't falling for your bullshit, and we're going to keep on it. Send us your ideas, folks, if you've got anything else in mind. We're going to do this, and we got to get this right, my friends. And if we do, maybe God will continue to bless this great country of ours. Thanks for listening.